for 3-0. This is going wrong pretty swiftly for the Germans.
100.
Them beating England seems a long time ago now. Brilliant start though, Dan, from the Northern Irish.
Absolutely. Josh Rock doing what he's been doing all tournament, playing world-class stuff, and that is 3-0. It's only one break of throw, but that scoreboard pressure is... And we mentioned about Daryl Gurney having to up it tonight if Northern Ireland are going to win this thing. He has upped it. He's playing well, but that is a first max for the Germans.
Pot of 1-2-9, they've still got 6 darts. It may be a meaningless 180. It just may be scoreline-wise. Or maybe it actually gives Martin Schindler a bit of a boost. Again, Dan, the Germans hoping and praying that Daryl cannot hit a double.
Hoping in vain. Words between the Germans, because this is disappearing.
3 years on tour, Josh Rock, making big noises. At last, they're going to get a dart at a double that's not a bullseye, and it falls to Ricardo to stop the Rock. The pressure on him is immense, it really is, especially if Daryl can hit a treble 20 here.
60. Germany require 40.
When you haven't been throwing at doubles, it can be tricky, this. They will not be whitewashed, but it is a long way back from here.
Without playing down that leg too much, that was a holder throw.
100.
It felt like a break, it was so important. It just did.
21.
No need to go to the 11s. So went the trickier route. What it does do, it gives his partner 3 clear darts for a 6-1 lead.
This game's been going 13 minutes. I'm not saying it's over, but it ain't far off. If this carries on for another 3 or 4 minutes, this will be over. Northern Ireland 6, Germany 1 in a race to 8 for a place in the World Cup final. Things have got to turn around pretty quickly. Well, it's okay, that.
Northern Ireland require 108.
Oh, he's going to get another chance for 7-1. A miss from Josh Rock allows Germany a chance to snaffle this leg. It's only a hold of throw. He's got to hit the double.
You said it earlier, when you're not getting shots at doubles, they do seem more difficult, don't they? And going low on that first dart would not have done Martin any favours at all. Daryl knows the importance of this. Wily old Daryl! Look at... No need for the theatrics, just the look. Look at him. Oh.
The end is nigh. And it's getting nigher.
122.
Magnificent. Daryl Gurney strutting around like he owns the place. Every time he gets on a double, he looks likely.
58.
But it's going to be Josh Rock who gets the poke to do it.
Tops.
16.
Not just yet, but more match darts on the way. And Josh Rock can afford a little smile as he prances to the board.
Yeah. All Ricardo can do is hit 171, leave 36 and not get a shot.
85.
The man who's looked deadly on doubles for a place in the World Cup final.
Number 2. It is some history. history for Northern Ireland, and now Darryl Gurney celebrates. Rock and Gurney have taken the host nation apart with a world-class display. Rock brought the power in the scoring phase, Gurney getting the job done when he needed to at the back end of legs.
Gentleman Jim Williams came in to partner Johnny Clayton.
Look at this from Jan van Veen. Well, the first start was perfect. Likes to stack on top. Couldn't convert with the tops, but already a bit of pressure for Wales and for Gerwyn Price.
Tops it is for the Iceman. Can't find the target. Johnny Clayton prowls at the back of the hockey, but he's not going to get a pop at that because Danny Noppert has cleaned up. Single. Tops has to shift to his left. Too high this time, over-adjusting after the first two misses.
20.
0 from 4 on Tops for Gerwyn Price. They're in trouble here, Wales, if this goes. Even this early, this just for a double break. Danny will realise how big an opportunity this is. Just about in the 14. Tops causing Danny some problems as well.
Clayton wants Tops. Well, that target is causing him all sorts of trouble. Double 5. My word.
All over the place, Wales. They're averaging 77.
Well, we saw the air go out of the German balloon very early in the first semi-final. This will be a deflator if Van Veen hits this. He doesn't. Forget everything I said about not expecting many missed starts at double. Ignore that. Double 2.
He's got the feeling of a big leg already. Look at that down. But that one finds the target, and a smile from the Welsh duo, but there's a bit of relief there. They could have found themselves 3-0 down and a couple of breaks. That could be crucial. Take him out sometimes, but it's something he's improved in his game.
89.
Just looking to hang on to the coattails of the Netherlands here. Need to keep holding through Wales. Johnny will return for 75. The two treble visit will ask a big question about 75. The minute Danny chasing down a treble, can't find one.
Wales requires 75.
Double 12. Double 6. He's a long way off with that one. And that one's not in the target either, so... And this is more than manageable for a top pro, isn't it? They like this one. 1 treble 20 needed in the first 2 darts.
There it is. Bullseye. This is huge. And he can't quite say it's a good effort from Gian. But let off. Wales are just feeling they're hanging on in here. Needs this, Gerwyn Price. And takes it back within 1.
A subdued non-celebration from the normally fiery Welshman.
It's a finish. Good recovery from Danny.
22.
Treble 18 needed. Oh, he's just inside, then just outside.
54.
So is there going to be a chance to break back here, or is Jan van Veen going to mop up? Double 16. That is mopping up manifest. They're 4-2 up.
Nice.
An average of nearly 1 per winning leg from Gerwyn Price, but we've hardly seen it tonight, only once. What about now? No, nothing. Well, is he trying to confuse the Dutch? He must be thinking, why isn't Gerwyn Price getting into our faces? One Gawan and no booyahs.
Is he just saving it for a big moment in the match? Let's get in at 4-3. Just the one dart for Johnny. Big dart for Johnny. And he's up to the task. That's a huge leg for Wales. They couldn't afford to go down a couple of breaks of throw. But it's slender advantage to the Netherlands. They have the break advantage. They lead here by 4 legs to 3. No, neither Johnny either.
And that makes the back end of this leg interesting. Tops now. Very interesting.
Huge chance for Price, and courtesy of that 177 from Johnny. Double top hasn't really been his friend in this match. It's double 10 now, and that is wild.
Netherlands require 40.
Well, he's been missing top since the get-go. Van Veen has not. 5-3. Gavin Price's go-to double in the match, and 8 of them at double top or its immediate derivative. So that is the root of the problems. Now Price firing, but still subdued.
3 maxes for Wales, all hit by Gerwyn Price. And again, an opportunity to get back within 1.
Double 16. Whatever you do, Johnny, stay clear of tops. 5-4. Clayton pins the double 16. Relying on Danny Noppert missing, he should get 2 at double. He will. 2 at tops. 1 miss. 2 misses, and Wales have their chance again. 3 in hand. And one of his favourite doubles. Double 6. Gavin Price, and still there's no celebration. The trademark celebration has been parked tonight by the Iceman. His side are level.
Gavin Price really keeping a lid on it, but that's a... For the first time in this World Cup, these two nations are involved in a battle. It's all been pretty much played on their terms in previous matches.
81.
Well, Wales are going to get a chance to take the lead here. Have not led in this darts match, in this World Cup semi-final.
96. Wales require
Johnny Clayton, what's he thinking here? Is he thinking, oh no, it's tops? He's not, he's hit it. First time in the match. What a time to find the target that had proved so elusive. Wales lead 6-5. Treble needed. Close, no cigar, no pop at the bull.
98.
Well,
Netherlands require 60.
we've seen this target tax both teams. Tops for Danny Noppert. He missed it a couple of times recently. Now he goes hunting double 10 to tie up the tie again.
Gerwyn Price can't look. He's got his back to the board. And Danny is having more woes on the doubles. It isn't happening for Danny Noppert, and it isn't happening for the Netherlands since the break. Gerwyn Price to put Wales 1 away. And Wales are 1 away, and there's a huge roar from Price. They've turned this match around. 5-3 down to 7-5 in front. And will throw for a place in the final against Northern Ireland.
Johnny Clayton joins in the roar. Numerically, it looks a tall order 160, but in terms of where the darts would have to go, it's one that would appeal to the eye of Johnny Clayton. 2 treble 20s for tops. Can't get it going.
Danny Noppert frustrated. He threw that last dart away.
60.
Just a 60 for Johnny.
And Gerwyn Price itching to get to the hockey, can barely contain himself. 2 darts away, Wales. Tops, tops. Tops, tops for the final. And Gerwyn Price and Johnny Clayton, one of the great World Cup pairings, are in the final again. 4 finals in the last 6 years. They've done it again. This Welsh darting duo have downed the Dutch, and they had to come from behind to do it. They were behind for most of this match.
What kind of universe are we living on?
Well, this universe features Johnny Clayton and Gerwyn Price winning an awful lot of games in this format of darts. Dowell Gurney. Double 5. What a start! from Super Chin, and look at that! We've not seen much of that from him this weekend.
If you were thinking of doing something else during this final, just sit back down. He created that himself, didn't he, Daryl Gurney? Double 9.
140. World record 110.
Gerwyn Price is not going to take the 110. First start into the 7th segment, the chance disappears immediately.
World record 9.
Get the single, that's the first port of call. That'll do. Where's he going? 2 treble 19s. That looks so good. Sailed past it.
It was an aggressive dart then, wasn't it?
66. World record 68.
Ended up being an average visit. Looked like being a devastating visit. Double 16 now. That felt like a must get. Yeah, the Clayton cam is in full use. Great finish there from Johnny Clayton. Much needed.
The first leg, but a break back as well. They've been under the cosh in the averages chart because of this sort of scoring power. When you say it's about creating opportunities and taking them, that creates opportunities. Here's one.
137.
I like the way he messes around. There's a lot of faffing, isn't there?
150.
This is for a break. 9 darts thrown. That's the 10th dart. I'm loving the manner of the pair of these.
Better and better.
Yeah. There was massive hype around the game at the Grand Slam against Michael van Gerwen, and he had a 9-darter in that game. That's what he can do for 4-1.
It's still relatively early days in that final. That could be important. Because the ferret bites back. A Northern Ireland lead, but it's only by 1 leg. We are still on throw in this final, and the Welsh may have got away with one there. The fire of Josh Rock, a steal of Daryl.
He's enjoying it, clearly. Why wouldn't you in your first World Cup of Darts final? We're assuming Josh Rock is going to have an amazing career. This may be the first huge one of many, Dan. We don't know, do we?
How about this for a huge one? Oh, couldn't follow that first dart. But he gets the next best prize, Daryl Gurney.
This is on the Welsh throat. That's high in the bed. Double 11. Johnny Clayton. Let me tell you, without that man's finishing, the Welsh would be in trouble. He took out 68 that was needed in the 3rd leg. He took out that ton just before the break. Now that 1-4-2 as Josh Rock just hits another max. What on earth?
Johnny Clayton is finishing everything. Josh Rock is scoring unbelievably. Even Gerwyn Price is laughing and joking with Josh Rock. How daft this is. Gurney, I'm not quite sure what he wants. He's trying to jam him underneath or over the top or on the side.
Magnificent. They're all playing magnificent.
It is yet another maximum for Josh Rock. He's 18th. It ties the record for an individual in the World Cup with Michael van Gerwen from 2017 when he won everything.
Literally everything. The finishing of the Welsh Wonders has been mesmeric. It's been incredible. It's been ridiculous, to be honest. 6,800, 142, and that 88. That is their 4 legs, and they've needed every single point of it. 61st dart, and he hits 87. Be disappointed with that.
58.
Well, that was sloppy, because now to take the lead and they're finishing. Yes, Johnny, unbelievably, you missed Powell. It's really the first thing they've missed. Finish-wise.
Is it double-double? He loves double 18. Can he cram another one in there?
56.
I'm surprised he missed.
Well, they require 60.
They are yet to miss a dart at double. They are yet to lead in this game. And they still haven't missed, but they do lead this final. Astonishing resilience from the Welsh pair.
There will come a point in a moment where Josh Rock and Daryl Gurney.
A blink from the Welsh. Forced to go to the 12 segment here. Ball.
I have to say, I think the 12 may have put him off there. It was a poor 12 from Daryl. Oh, the click of the wire. You don't need me to tell you, this 46 is important.
Tops. Josh Rock levels it up. And we have an absolute worldie of a World Cup final here. Northern Ireland 5, Wales 5.
And if Josh Rock hits this first 60, which he hasn't, for one of the first times in the match, he really wants to go for that treble 20.
43.
He's just trying to get at least 20 points to get below 101. Tops. They just cannot miss. They cannot miss doubles. It is 6 out of 6.
But they're not coming back for 40 or 30.
Wales have got time. They've not needed any time in these situations.
The match play, the timing of the Welsh in the semi-final and now. Genius for a two-leg lead. Oof.
You can't be perfect forever. And that isn't even in the 12 segment.
I should have said it, Dan. He didn't like the 12 that he threw at it last time. He didn't like it.
Didn't like that one even less.
Yeah.
41. Wales require 24.
Price couldn't hit it. Clayton's missed. But he doesn't miss again. It is 7-5 Wales.
Wales have won 6 of the last nine legs. 6 of... As long as Daryl doesn't faff. Don't forget they're under it. They really are under it. Any double you hit now, first or second dart. Oh dear. He took out double 5 in the first leg. Darts becomes difficult when you're under pressure. It's difficult enough anyway.
He's not been left particularly handy by Clayton though here, Price. 4 18s will give him a go at the ball. He's got the 4.
97. Northern Ireland require 5.
That's not a problem, because that's a marker. That is not a problem. That's the problem.
Had the marker, couldn't use it. Ultimately, it did cost him a dart at double, but Johnny Clayton to clean up 25 like he's done a million times before. Not on this occasion.
Northern Ireland require 5.
What an edgy end to this leg. Just feels like it's a leg that Northern Ireland can't afford to lose. He'll want to attack this. That's so good. That is... That's relief.
14 Wales to throw first.
It's in them. Josh Rock setting records for 180s. It's what he does. Just smashes them in pairs games.
Northern Ireland require 54.
To level this game up. Well, he's done this because this is his go-to double nowadays. He's playing an individual. He hasn't done much of this in pairs format.
But he's got to go high, Dan. High, surely.
That'll do it. And we are level once again. When it looked like the Welsh might have got a grip on this final, Northern Ireland have hit back and they cannot be separated.
That is the first time Northern Ireland have won 2 legs on the bounce since legs 1 and 2. Astonishing for how good they've been.
Northern Ireland require 82.
To go into the lead. Plum in the bullseye.
66.
They'll come back.
But it's more drama, Dan. It's drama that they don't want. It's drama the Welsh want, of course.
99. Northern Ireland require 16.
To go 2 away. What a last start, Darryl Gurney. What a dart, what a moment.
69 Wales.
Let me tell you, Johnny Clayton and Gedwin Price were standing behind thinking this is missable. It's this spell, it's this edgy spell. A treble here hurts.
144.
Can't get it started. Northern Ireland will get a look at 86 to lead 9-7 in a race to 10 in their first ever appearance in a World Cup final. It's a great setup from Gerwyn Price.
Oh, that's good. Double 14. I don't quite know what he said, but if any of our microphones picked anything up, I apologise. Points away from being World Cup winners. Sounds simple enough. It won't be that simple.
Johnny Clayton making sure it's not simple.
I'm going to say only a ton. This is on the Northern Irish throat. Tops now. That's brilliant from Price. That really is.
Backed himself with that route.
Didn't he just?
Trying to make sure he gets 1 dart at the outer ring. 1 dart, 1 chance. That's all he needed.
It's the reason they're in control of the leg. Try to force its way in. Johnny's already hit a couple of 177s in this match. He needed another.
He needed a treble, and he's not got one. And Northern Ireland, they've got a chance to win it. They've got a chance to win it right now. Josh Rock to win the World Cup!
Well, there's always that point in an event where something simply has to go, and it's not going to go. All he can do is set it up and hope. Darryl Gurney cannot take out 10. He's hardly missed the outer ring in the latter stages of this final.
Northern Ireland have never even been in a World Cup final before. And they have missed 4 title darts.
They were not bad darts. They just missed. Johnny Clayton, double 16. That is wonderful. That is simply wonderful. 9-9 in a race to 10. We are going all the way.
The finishing from the Welsh. Keeping them in it. But the scoring from Northern Ireland. They've hit 11 180s.
Isn't darts just the most wonderful sport? The drama. The drama. That is 9 darts thrown in the deciding leg of a World Cup final. And he leaves Daryl Gurney just 16.
The opposing players are high-fiving each other because of their brilliance. One of the greatest World Cup of darts games, let alone finals, is going to end in a moment. Does it end with a 10-darter and Northern Ireland's first ever title? Daryl Gurney has just won the World Cup for Northern Ireland. It is one of the most astonishing finals this tournament has ever seen, and one of the greatest pairs partnerships we have ever seen in Clayton and Price. Can only applaud them for what is a devastating display of scoring and nerve that lifts this trophy for the first time in their history. They are crying with delight here in Frankfurt.
All 4 players know that they have been involved in what was the most wonderful World Cup final you may ever see. And Daryl Gurney is literally in tears. He's a champion in his own right. Now, partnering Josh Rock, they are World Cup winners. And full credit to Gedwin Price and Johnny Clayton here. This is wonderful scenes in Frankfurt. Josh Rock is a World Cup winner, but it'd be hard to believe that he will not win many, many more singles events. The standard showed, averaged 107 on his own. Over 19 legs of purely wonderful darts. Astonishing.
Ladies and gentlemen, an incredible final. And now it's a moment we've all been waiting for, our presentation. Would you please welcome, on behalf of our title sponsors, BetVictor, Mr. Sam Boswell and Mr. Chris Paul. Ladies and gentlemen, our runners-up receiving £50,000 and their silver medal, and it goes to Team Wales, Johnny Clayton and Gedwin Price. Receiving £80,000, their gold medals, and for the very first time in their career, we crown them the BetVictor World Cup of Darts champions. Ladies and gentlemen, Northern Ireland! Josh Rock and Daryl Gurney!
What a moment for that pairing right there. They're winners already, aren't they? Daryl Gurney won the World Grand Prix previously, winner of the World Series finals, of course. Josh Rock is a former World Youth Champion. He's picked up ranking titles. He's made a major semi-final this year. That was a real breakthrough. But this is special. You can see just what it means to the pair of them, and you just wonder what this can do for the likes of Josh Rock moving forward as well. But here they are, just soaking it all up here